Since the teacher is the battleground for barriers to reflection, Bood says that the way to overcome the barriers begins with the teacher themselves. Nobody else can overcome these barriers for the individual. And therefore, stage 2 of the model is enhanced by the idea that the teacher can benefit from identifying the barriers that need to be overcome in order ultimately to overcome them. They need to acknowledge that they do exist. And so the important consideration here in stage 2 of the model is that the reflective practitioner needs to clearly identify, in a way, name the barriers. Because without naming them, we can't get an understanding of them, and therefore we can't overcome them. It's only by naming them, it's only by understanding them, that we can actually work with the emotional responses that we have in terms of the reflection process. And what we can consider here, although this model represents reflection as a very private process for the individual, is, as reflective practitioners, to try to use the model with others within a group. And it's therefore a process not only of sharing experiences, but also sharing the emotional response to experiences, which can prove to be invaluable here within the model. It's also a very supportive and nurturing process for all those within the group. And so, in this way, teachers within a school environment are able not only to support each other, but to find ways to encourage and also motivate each other in terms of their work. By being able to reflect together on their experiences, and also to reflect together on their emotional response to those experiences, creates a community where the teachers can support each other, guide each other, and ultimately motivate each other. And in this way, the reflective practitioner can gain a great deal of commitment to their work and commitment to the group, because the group becomes an invaluable part of the reflective process for them. And because of this, what we see is that we can understand our learners better, and we can understand ourselves and our needs. And by understanding the needs of our learners and our own needs more, we're also then able to provide more appropriate support to each other as reflective practitioners. And what we have to remember within this model of reflection is that it requires a great deal of trust within the members of the group. And that trust underpins a process of challenge by individual members within the group. So trust and challenge become added components to stage 2 of the model. And what Bood refers to here is the importance of facilitation of this group process, since the model is focused on the individual and the individual response. By benefiting from a group environment using the model, really there should be some process of facilitation of the model in relation to the group. And what the facilitator should do, whether this is a supervisor or whether this is some sort of group mentor, is to create conditions, safe conditions for the group, for individuals in the group, where there can be authentic dialogue about the experience, and of course authentic dialogue about the emotional response to the experience, and to facilitate authentic and real discussion around the issues, so that dialogue becomes a key component for encouraging and motivating. And Booth reminds us that the facilitator therefore needs to be very aware of not just trying to jump to solutions and answers to problems, but the model is focused on the process itself, especially stage 2. And in terms of stage 2, there may not be quick and easy answers to find.